Welcome everyone to another episode of Gaming Nerds Podcast. This time it's a group, and I'm Matt.
And I'm Michael, and I miss you guys so much.
Supposedly that's what he says anyways. So, since Michael's been gone, he gets to do all the housekeeping.
Oh God. Oh, hold on, time out. I'm doing the YouTube thing real quick, so give me.
I'll do the YouTube thing. You do the housekeeping.
I'm a little I'm a little rusty, so if I make any mistakes, you guys know. You guys can always follow us on, well, if you guys like our content, what we do, you guys can check us out on patreon.com/gamingnerds. I said Gaming Nerds, not Gaming Nerds Podcast. That's getting out of my system, finally.
I'm still like, is it Gaming Nerds, blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, and all we're doing is we're asking you guys just to pledge us $1. Remember, these group shows are going to be this first week, the full first week of September. These group shows will start costing you guys $1 to watch live.
Oh,
so
before I forget, what episode is this?
14?
Are you sure it's 14? I think it's higher than that.
I didn't upload the last one. Well, I thought I did, but apparently I didn't because it's not up on our Apple and shit. So, pretty sure it's 14. Oh, well, I love our prep for the show.
Okay, I'm just gonna go Gaming Nerds episode.
That is not what I wanted.
14.
I'm looking right now.
I think we're way higher than 14, but
I'm looking right now.
as you can see, everyone, we're kind of blah.
Episode. So look for the last group one that there was. So we're on 15.
So 15? Okay.
Yep, 15. So you can find us on Facebook.com/GamingNerdsPodcast. You can also find us on Twitter at GamingNerdsP. You can also find our Discord group, which is down in the description below. Unless Matt deleted it, which I don't know if he did or not, which I hope he didn't because that was a code. And yeah.
No, it's still there.
Okay, perfect.
I haven't deleted anything, dude. All I've been deleting is like when I put in like the explanations of this is what we're talking about.
Yeah, and I haven't even listened to any of our podcasts except that one that I saw live. That is the only thing I've listened to. I am behind. I don't even know what the hell happened this week in news.
Dude, I had some good news. I even talked about for like quite a bit Spider-Man. And you missed it.
I've been busy.
Busy.
Fuck work, man.
Supposedly he's been busy,
You
guys.
should
You
do
believe
for
it?
us? What everyone should do? Pledge the $500 one. I think it's the $500 one, so I can quit my job.
Yeah, so I can quit mine too.
Oh man.
That's terrible to condone people to do that.
Well.
You should be ashamed. Not really, but
Kiss
still.
this. No. Never happened. I love my job. It's just been one hell of a week this week for me. Matt is gone. Matt disappeared. Where'd Matt go?
I'm doing something.
Mystery. No. Just a random just popped up in my computer. Go away. So now I think I got all the plugs in. I don't think I missed anything. Oh, we have a website at What's Good. No. What? Wrong podcast.
What the hell, man?
See, I'm out of sync here. We have a website at GamingNerdsPC.com. You guys can check that out. I don't even know why I was thinking of What's Good Games for it.
Because that's all you ever talk about.
No, I talk about kind of funny games daily. That's what I talk about. But
fuck GameStop. I had to run over there again.
Why?
So I went there yesterday. Just ran in there real quick because, I had that silver controller. And I told you the right stick's kind of going bad on it.
Yep.
Well, the actuator was going out on it. So I looked up to find out how much an actuator would be. It would be $70 to get a 4-pack of actuators.
Buy a new controller at that point.
That's what I did do. That's why I went over to GameStop to buy a new controller. But they said, hey, you still are a member, so you get this. If you get a pre-owned one, you get it for like $50. So I was like, shit, you know, I'll just get a pre-owned, right? Got a red one, took it home, plugged it in, turned on my PlayStation, because you know you gotta turn on the PlayStation first before you can, you know, sync it. Hit the button, and it just goes blink, 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 shut off. Blink, 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 shut off. Blink, 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 shut off. And I was like, what the fuck? What's going on?
Wi-Fi on is out, the Bluetooth or whatever.
So, no. So what happened was, I come to find out that the four micro USBs I was using were bad. Like, there's enough to charge them, but not enough to sync it. But anyway, so I was like, well, fuck this. I'm going to go take it back. So I went to go take it back, and I asked them, how much would it be if I got just a regular black one? Because, you know now with, like, GameStop, if you go get a colored one, they're $80. But if you get a regular black one, it's like $65. So I asked them, how much would it be if I just got a regular black one? They said, well, because of your status, which actually ends tomorrow, they said if I wanted to renew, I was like, nah, fuck that. Anyways, they're like, it won't cost you anything. So I was like, okay, so I'll just get a new one, right? And I brought in my old silver controller because I know they take broken stuff, you know, will give you some sort of trade. And I thought, even if it's like $5, you know, I'll throw that onto a game or something. You know, go get a game and take $5 off of it, like something for like $20 or something, right? And he's like, about $15 for trading. First of all, I was like, 15 at a GameStop? What? And secondly, I was like, okay, well then how much would it be for this other controller? He's like, nothing. You'd actually still have $8 left in credit. Then he asked me if you want the $10 1-year coverage. I said, sure, why not? Just to get it. You know, that way if it does break in a year, I could bring my receipt in with the controller and go, it broke. I threw it against the wall and got mad. They'd be like, okay, here, replace. Because that's what he even said. He said you can get mad and throw it against the wall and they'll replace it. No questions asked.
They did the same thing with the CDs now. If you go to a GameStop, you can snap a CD right in front of them and they have to replace it. If you have their warranty.
No. He told me you have to leave the store and then snap it. So he said the same thing. He goes, if you wanted to honestly take this controller, go out, throw it over the edge of the balcony and it shatter into pieces. He goes, you don't even have to bring the thing in. He goes, it'd be nice if you could gather it up, but if you can't, just bring the empty box with the controller and hand it in. And we'll replace it. So, anyways, I was like, okay, fine. I'll get this. You want to see what it is?
One of the see-through ones?
Yeah, I was like, I have to. I was like, how much would it be to get that? He's like, you'd still have $8 in credit. I was like, fuck, I'll get that! And then, when he was, you know, then he did the whole spiel with the whole $8, or not $8, the $10 replacement thing. And he's like, if you do that, you'll only pay us like $2.30. Okay, paid the $2. I was like, well, I get coverage for a year and it cost me $2. But, on another point, still fuck GameStop for the whole pre-owned bullshit, for the pre-used shit that says it's been tested. Because here's the thing, even though it was my fault, it was my cord, right? They should still, even if it's a pre-owned thing, they should go, here, take a cord with it. They should bundle a cord in with it, because if you buy a new controller, they don't come with a cord, but they should at least bundle in, if they're going to sell close to almost a new controller, they should bundle in a cord with it.
That's one thing about Sony, man. They fucking sold their controllers without cords this time around. It's like,
that's what doesn't make any sense. It's like, spent $65, $70, and it's like, what? No cord?
Yeah, I was like, I know micro USB cords, everyone has a couple laying around, but I shouldn't have to go buy another $5 cord to use their fucking product.
Right. And the thing is from now on, if I'm gonna buy a cord, or if I'm gonna buy a controller, I'm not going to GameStop or anywhere, any of the local mom and pop shops. Even though you know me, I'm always like, I'd rather support them. I'm buying my controllers online. I looked on Amazon today.
Yeah.
I can buy a brand new PS4 controller for $40. I could buy this clear one for $52 with my Prime account.
Damn.
And it comes with 2 days
You
shipping.
get it in 2 days.
Yeah, I get it in 2 days. Free shipping too. So it's like, that's where I'm going to get. Same with Xbox controllers. It's like, I looked at that and I'm like, they're so much cheaper.
Matt froze. Matt froze.
No,
okay.
you froze.
Well, Matt was talking about controllers being cheaper. You froze.
You froze.
Cut out.
You froze too.
Oh, no, that's interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, even Xbox controllers are cheaper. So it's like, that's where I'm buying my controllers from now on. Granted, I only need 2, although I was looking up online, and I guess an average household for whether you're an Xbox owner or a PlayStation owner, they recommend you to have 4. Even if it's just you by yourself playing, because the reason is controller goes out, you got 3 others.
Yeah.
Or you get friends over. You don't have to be like, well, shit, all I got is 2 controllers. Everyone has to, if you ever do want to have a party, you got 4 controllers all ready to go. But the way I look at it is, for me, I'd rather just get 2. 2 would be my limit, probably.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Maybe 3 or 4 if I was going to get people to come over constantly. Like a group or whatnot. We were going to, play constantly, but 2. Right now I got 1. So, on top of that silver controller, I did try to fix it, and I realized the actuators are bad on it. And I seen the same actuators online for like $8 on one site, but it was one of those sketchy sites that you kind of like, I don't want to put my credit card in this.
Is it going to come from China?
Yeah.
Is it actually going to be in Chinese?
Yeah. And then everywhere I could find was like, I think the cheapest I found was like 42, and I'm like, fuck that, I'll just buy a controller. But anyways, I thought maybe I could cheat, because I do have an old PS2 controller that I don't use anymore, that I literally gave to Paxton to use. So I thought maybe I could take the actuators out of there, because they look the same.
Yeah.
I look, the freaking coils in them are not the same. The coils in the PS4 controllers are like that big around.
Yeah.
And the ones in the PS2 controller are like that big around. I'm like, shit! So other than that fiasco, what have you been up to?
Well, yesterday, I went to a fiasco.
You're recording, right? Because I didn't hit record.
Yeah, I'm recording.
Okay.
So yesterday, I went through a fiasco myself. It took me 4 hours to get, because Wolfenstein 2 was on sale.
Yeah, what did you buy it for me?
For $50 or for $20. Because I didn't know you wanted it. Dude, so
I put it in my wish list.
On Fanatical?
No,
or on Steam? Oh, I was gonna say what? No, so I downloaded Wolfenstein. So I started it. Steam says it's running, and it closes. So I started it again.
I know.
Running, and then closes.
Yesterday when you were when I was doing the daily, I was like, and for anyone wondering, Michael's playing Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. Oh, I guess he's not. Oh, yes, now he is. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, yeah, I guess he is.
Pissed. So what happened was, some reason, you download this game. If you don't update your drivers at the time that you download the game, it just won't run. So I had to go through, and you can't just update your drivers, especially with the AMDs. You can't just update them. Well, unless you find the right program. My program doesn't exist anymore.
I still have my program.
So what I had to do is that you have to do what's called a clean install, which isn't so fucking clean.
Nope.
It's dangerous. I was doing this, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna get something on my computer. Because what you gotta do, guys, you gotta turn off your firewall. You have to turn off any antivirus, spyware protection, anything that you have. Turn that off. Uninstall your driver. Find the program. Reinstall your driver. And a lot of these sites that you find the drivers on are really sketchy. So I'm like, oh no. So, but I finally got that all done, and it works just like a charm. And you know that site that says, will it run or whatever?
Yeah.
It says it won't run on my computer, and they're full of shit. It runs on my computer on low settings.
What's it called? Fanatical?
Yeah, Fanatical. It's just like a humble bundle. Sign up for it, you'll get...
Fanalti.
I don't know off the top of my head.
I spell really good.
Yeah, I know. I'm the same way.
Fanatical.com, I got it. Fanatical.
Yeah, sign up for it. It's just like humble bundle.
But I can't pay monthly right now, so.
No. You don't even have to pay monthly on it. I'm not paying monthly on it. They don't have things like humble bundle. They have sales though that come around a lot more.
Damn, Wolfenstein 2 is only $20.
$20 instead of 60. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting it.
Damn,
so
Doom is $9.89.
Yeah, they sell games for cheap for Steam.
I've been thinking about getting Doom too, and I'm like, it's only $10.
Yeah, Fanatical is better than Steam, I personally think. The thing about Fanatical is their games don't go to donations like Humble Bundle does. Their proceeds go straight to Steam.
There's only 48% of the keys are left for Wolfenstein.
Yeah, I mean, it's so old. Well, it's not really old, but for PC, it's hard to run on PC because you got to do all those hoops. You got to jump through updating all your drivers and.
You know, after you said that, it makes you almost just want to get it for PlayStation.
That's what I was like. Fuck, dude. If I didn't buy it for $20, I was like, fuck, dude. I think I just wasted my money. But I got it to work. It took me 4 hours, but I got it to work.
Use Summer. Apply this code. Get an extra 10% off. All right.
So, yeah,
I don't know. I mean, still thinking about it because, how much is it if I want to get on the PlayStation Store right now?
Probably $60.
I'm finding out right now. All right.
It's a Bethesda game. They don't fucking drop the prices for shit. Normally.
They do physical.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't help. That would have helped you.
No.
Although, like, it matters now. You have it for PC.
I have it on PC.
What the hell? Did I not spell Wolfen right? Wolfenstein. Yeah, that's how I spelled it.
Wolfenstein.
Yeah, that's how I spelled it.
Stein. But yeah, I mean, the game itself is good. Overall, I'm about 3 hours in, I think.
Yep. $59.99 still.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, ooh, $20, and I've been wanting to play this. Game is good so far. I wish it was better graphics, but that's just my PC. You need a pretty high-end computer, pretty high-end computer.
See, that's my problem. That's my problem right now. Is I'm like, I could get it $20, but then I have to drop everything to low. But if I get it on PlayStation, even though it's $60, I'm saying if it wasn't $60, if it was like $20, or even if I just bought it physical for, it's over there on. It was over there at GameStop in a $15 bin.
This is what I'm saying. If you didn't get it physical used and on a console, I'd suggest it.
Yeah, that's what I think about doing because it'll look better. I hate to say it, but my PlayStation looks better than my PC right now until I can get the better card and. Mm-hmm. Although I won't have to worry about that soon because I don't know if I told you, but my dad's giving me his old PC, which. Okay. It's a Core i7 4770K.
Yeah, that's what this game recommends too.
And
it's a Core i7.
And it's got an NVIDIA 980, GTX 980. So.
Damn. But yeah, no.
The only thing I have to do with it is I have to put in my power supply into his. That's the only thing wrong with it.
Oh, splice it in.
No, it wouldn't have to be a splice. All I have to do is unplug my power supply and plug it into his.
Oh, yours isn't like hardwired into your computer?
No, I can take out my power supply. I can unscrew it, and unplug it, and put new ones in if I need to.
I wonder if I can do that with mine.
Yeah, you should.
So I was thinking about upgrading my graphics card, but to do that, I think I'm gonna have to upgrade my power supply.
What's your power supply?
I don't know.
It says right on it.
I know. It's on the opposite side. I have though.
I was gonna say it says right on it. Usually, most cards you need at least a 500 watt.
I think mine's a 500, but it's pretty close to max though. Either it's 500 or right under 500.
Oh, okay. Mine's an 850, so I'm good on mine.
Yeah, see, I needed to upgrade that.
And
And then
his-
'cause I was looking at graphics card. I was like, I'm tired of running some of these games that I should be able to run, and just
I
have to
know,
be on
I
low
know,
specs.
I want a 1080, but it's not in the future. Maybe in the next 3 or 4 years I'll get one. But if anything, I mean, I know Landon's like, no, get like the, get Ryzen and get this, right, for card-wise. I hate to say it, I might just spend the extra, get the NVIDIA 1060 6 gig. Because I found one,
Yeah.
I found one on Amazon, and it's still new, but it's like $200.
Yeah, I was looking at like $300 ones earlier. I was like, it's really not that bad. As long as my motherboard can handle it, it's not that bad.
Well, yeah, your motherboard should be able to handle it just fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's really not your motherboard, it's more of your... As long as you have a PCI Express slot, which you have the same graphics card I have, so that's a PCI Express.
As I say, I have a bunch of empty slots on my freaking motherboard.
I'm just saying, though. But,
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of those are for RAM and shit, though, but...
But, I mean, it's like... I've been thinking the same thing, because I found one for, like, It was, like, I figured out, like, after taxes, it would be, like, $286
Yeah.
after everything. And I'm like, I might as well just get that. Yeah, it won't run it in 4K, but it will run at 60 frames. Actually, it'll run at 120 frames at 1080p.
Yeah, see, that's what I need. It's just a 1080p. I think my stuff is a low 1080p, not a... Because it's...
Dude, my monitor's not even a fuck. My monitor's not even a fucking 1080p. I need
Mine's
to get
not
a
either.
whole
Mine's a
monitor.
720. Mine's a 720.
Mine's not even a 720. I think mine's like 480.
Damn. Yeah, you're old.
Carrie found this at like a garage sale for $5.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Which, can't go wrong with that.
But if I'm going to do anything... But see, the monitor will be like the last thing I get. I want to get the processor first, unless my dad gives me his computer, which he said he would. And then I won't have to worry about a graphics card or a processor. But if he doesn't, then I'm going to just get the NVIDIA i7 2600K, which is the highest that my motherboard can hold on this, unless I get a whole new motherboard. And really...
That's a bitch.
Yeah, which, in actuality, I was looking, most games will be able to play it just fine on it. I might have to, like, not Shadow Colossus, but the new Colossus, I might have to drop it to medium, maybe high setting. I couldn't run it on ultra.
Keep your fans in.
Yeah, but the thing is if I get a new motherboard and then get the 1060 and get like the fourth or fifth or even sixth generation like Core i7 7800 or 7880K, I'll easily be able to crush anything at even just 1080 and be like, there, now I don't got to worry about it. I'm running things at 120, 150 frames a second. I'm not sitting there going, oh look, like, we play Hunt Showdown. I'm not like, oh look, I get 25 frames a second.
The game. Still pissed about that right now.
What,
I'm so
that we lost?
Fuck. It was all because of a lag too, dude. On my end, for some fucking reason. Never lagged before until we fucking got hunters. I think it's just the servers were overloaded, honestly.
Yeah, I think
it's
so
just
too.
affecting my shit.
But anyways, no, I agree with you. And I've been trying to save up, but again, I got so many things that I'm like, okay, what do I want to get first? Do I want to get the Switch first? Do I want to get the processor stuff first? Because it's like, I could get the processor. I know I've still been, and Landon's like, well, you could just try to get a Best Buy credit card or go do my credit shit. I go, I have really bad credit as it is.
Yep,
I could pay off my credit card, which is almost paid off anyways, and that gives me $500 to get the stuff that I need.
Yeah.
But then I don't want to have to go, okay, it's maxed out, now I got to pay for it on it again.
Yep.
So it's like I'm like thinking going, okay, because we're opening a savings account, so I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just throw like $25-50 in there and then go, okay, I have enough for the processor, buy it.
Yeah.
And this is only if my dad doesn't give me his computer.
Yeah.
If he does, then I'll be like, well, shit, I don't need to.
Yep.
Just switch the
I
power
mean-
supply out. Actually, what I'll probably do is just take his motherboard completely out of his case, because his is a smaller case. Stick it in my case, my big case here. And then
Do you have a medium case or do you have a large case?
No, I got a large.
Yeah, I have a medium on mine.
Yeah,
I think mine's medium.
Yeah, mine's a large. Mine's just sitting, comes right to my knee, so.
Yeah, mine goes right under my knee. I might have a large.
You might have a large, yeah. But anyways, yeah, I mean, that's all that I'm thinking is if he gives me that, then I don't gotta worry. Because I know he's got some good shit in there, and he doesn't use it. Plus, he's got crappy internet where he is. Like, I think the most he can get is like 5 megabits per second.
I was saying 5 gigs. That's fucking
No,
good internet.
I was gonna say 5 megabits per second.
Yeah, the top I can get is 200, or 15. I either got a choice of 15 megabytes or 200 megabytes.
But see, 200 is still adequate enough to play games. Like, he couldn't even download a game on Steam.
It's not good.
So.
But yeah, so Wolfenstein, you're not really missing out on it a whole lot, really. Like for what I've been playing on it, the start is really sad, and then it gets really gory, then it gets sad, and now I'm just at a gory spot again. So, which gory is good, but like storyline wise, I know once you get in, the game gets really good storyline wise. It draws you in really, really well. I'm just not there yet. Plus, I've been going back to Yakuza 0. I'm trying to get myself sunk into that game until Spider-Man comes out. So,
Everyone on the streets are like, what the hell is he doing?
I don't even have Restream up.
No one's actually mentioned anything. I'm just saying, I'm sitting here like flipping myself vertical and stuff.
Oh. But yeah, I know.
Well, because right now on my stuff, it's all inverted. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, there's my right hand. There's my left. Okay, we're good.
That's what mine is. Monster Hunter World. Someone got Monster Hunter. Oh, I also bought Monster Hunter World. So.
Well, you almost bought it? Why?
I did buy it. I haven't played it yet.
Why?
Sooner or later I'm gonna get tired of fucking play it. So he's just busy. He's fucking doing work. He's actually working right now. So, but sooner or later I'll get him in there and grind the shit out of things with him. So, hey, I got urges. And I'd rather play it on PC than I would the fucking PlayStation.
Yeah, but if your PC can't run Wolfenstein on low settings.
I haven't tried yet.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
It ain't gonna look as pretty.
Oh, I don't mind. So.
But
Plus,
anyways,
it didn't look that pretty.
Yeah, but anyways, see, if people pledge on Patreon, we would have money to be able to upgrade our shit.
Right? Then we can get you better quality stuff. We can then be like, ooh, we got this new game. We can stream it without having to worry about our fucking frames dropping.
It would still probably drop a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah,
it'd be
not like it would right
it'd
now.
be like maybe like, let's say we were both doing 120, it'd probably do like 110.
Yeah.
And we'd literally we'd see no difference. We'd just be like, whatever.
Yeah, right?
Coming from us that do like 25, we'd be like, 110 still, yay!
Well, on a normal day, Hunt Showdown runs at 60 for me. On a normal day. Fucking if it gets server overloads, I run at 20.
On a normal day, mine's only 35.
That's just your CPU, though.
Right.
So.
But I'm just saying 35, you know.
It's still playable, though, at that point, but it's not as good. It doesn't run as smooth, and you still lag out a little bit, and...
Not too bad. I mean, you were the one lagging when I was like,
Oh,
I'm
dude,
running just
horrid.
fine. What are you talking about?
That was horrid. We couldn't talk. We couldn't do nothing.
I know, and I think I actually still have that. I don't know if I put it up or not.
I didn't even go back to watch the video on Twitch. I was like, fuck. No, I'm embarrassed. I'm fucking embarrassed.
Video managers. Let's see. I'm actually curious. Yep, there it is. It's on Twitch. It's got 3 views. Or not Twitch. It's on YouTube. It's got 3 views.
Good, mine's not on YouTube.
Huh?
Mine's not on YouTube.
Yes, it is. Our bad thing is on YouTube.
So mine isn't. Yours is. Because I didn't stream it to YouTube. I streamed it to Twitch.
Oh, yeah. I did both.
I know, because you did our Gaming Nerds.
Oh, shit. There we go.
But, yeah, so I've been trying to sink myself into Yakuza. Try to get sucked into their story on there.
I talked to, or my last podcast, I talked pretty well in depth because they announced Yakuza Kiwami 2.
So our Kiwami is on my wish list. I'm waiting for it to come. It hasn't came out yet on Steam.
Yeah, I'm just saying they came out with Kiwami 2. Although, I'm thinking about buying Kiwami 1 on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
And if I do, you'll get it as well.
I guess gotta beat 0 first.
Fuck though,
It doesn't seem like it's gonna be that long.
It's not that long. Once you get, I don't want to spoil anything. So.
Well, where I'm at right now is I'm out of the Yakuza. I'm trying to figure out. Well, no, I'm going after the Tabachi Estates guy right now.
Mhm.
So, just searching around for him. Whatnot, trying to get all my moves from Botchis, whatever, and yeah, so.
But.
Not too far. I'm like, I think the
Yeah.
game said I'm like 12 hours in, but really I'll let it sit up for a while, so I'm probably only like 5 hours in, 6 hours in.
Yeah, Yeah, they were saying in I was reading the article about Kiwami 2, and they have a lot more fan service in it. Like they have a lot more of the humor and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm enjoying out of Zero, though, is that I know it takes place in like
80s.
I know it's a prequel. It's the 80s, yeah. And so to do anything, you have to go to a phone booth to save. You have anyone that uses a cell phone, it's literally a brick coming to their head. I mean, I appreciate that they did their lore and went back to the old school and shit like that for the game.
Mhm.
So
I think 6 is only in 95.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I haven't got it. See, I want to get 6, but I'm like, but I haven't played the other ones. So I don't really want to, I want to wait till Kiwami 2 comes out, play Kiwami 2, then do 3, then 4, then 5.
And yeah, if they're going to start remaking all of them, then yeah, you might as well just start over and go through there like that. Do it that way. If they're just going to start remaking them.
Yeah.
Especially if they're introducing them to Steam, then hell yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it's weird because I'm becoming more of a console/PC gamer, meaning that pretty much everything that's going to the console is coming out on PC, and I've been buying on PC over console. So,
yeah. I mean,
like
I said, we're both probably going to be major console players. Honestly, I know this sounds bad, but honestly, after, well, no, because we still have Kingdom Hearts. But I was going to say, honestly, after Spider-Man, I was thinking about selling my PlayStation, using the money to upgrade my PC if my dad doesn't give me that PC.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I'm like, well, shit, no, because then I have to look into getting an Xbox or another PlayStation when Kingdom Hearts comes around on January 29th.
Yep.
So I'm like, I might as well just keep my PlayStation, do what I said, keep upgrading. But I think for the most part, I'll be like, oh, I got it on PC, I got it on PC, got it on PC, got it on PC. Oh, can't get this game on PC, it's PlayStation exclusive. Bye.
Yep. And that's the thing is that if one of the games that come out that can't run PC, then I'll just get on Xbox. Then I get beautiful graphics anyway because it's 4K at that point.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, let's say, it's an exclusive for your PlayStation, like Spider-Man.
I'm so excited. Although I heard so the review embargo is still up on Spider-Man, so no one can really talk about it too much. But like they can't like go into like great details about the game. But what I've heard is that it's not a Game of the Year contender. It's a good game, but it's not better than God of War. It's like Batman. It's like the fighting style is like Batman, which we already knew. The game is smooth and looks great and graphically, but it's not it's a Spider-Man game. It's not gonna be like God of War style. Which
You didn't. You didn't. You didn't listen to my podcast yesterday, did you? The Daily.
No.
So I tell you something. This will make you happy. So, because it's a, correct me if I'm wrong, but Insomniac is doing it, right?
Yep, Insomniac.
Insomniac has optimized it to work for first generation PlayStation 4s.
Thank God.
So you're not gonna play it. It's gonna be like, how can my PlayStation's gonna blow up?
but yeah, I mean, overall though, the game's gonna be good. Everyone knows the game's gonna be good. Who doesn't want a good Spider-Man game? Yeah, right. So
after 2.
Yeah, we need one.
Oh my God! How many hours did we sink in 2? We played the story like so many times. Let's just went around and was like, let's go do this.
Yep. So like I said, the game's gonna be good, but don't expect it to win Game of the Year. People are saying.
Honestly, I could care less.
Yeah, I just want a good fucking Spider-Man game.
The thing is yeah, if it wins Game of the Year, then that means it will come out and it will be cheaper.
Yeah.
But that's physical.
And it gets the prestige.
But that's physical. It won't. If it becomes Game of the Year edition, it won't be. Very rarely, Game of the Years are cheaper digital.
No, I think Sony last year, anyone that won awards, they'll drop the price on their game.
That's true, because I do have the Game of the Year.
But it's only
of Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, I think they only do it for like a week though.
Yeah, and it was like $9.
Yeah, they only do it for like a week.
Yeah, and it was the same with Batman Arkham Knight. It was like the Game of the Year edition, which came with the season pass, it came with season pass and all that, for like $10. I was like, buy.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I said. I know, like, they did the same thing for the Task Force this year, where anything that's on PlayStation exclusive, they got discounted, like 50% discounted, but it only happens for like a couple of days and then it's gone.
Oh, well, you know how we talk about games? I want to go back to GameStop for a second.
Yep.
So when it was in GameStop doing the whole controller fiasco and getting it all changed out, they had a Super Nintendo Classic, and I thought, oh shit, I've been actually wanting to get one of those, then hack it and put on a shit ton of games like most people do, because it's really easy, and it doesn't hurt the system at all. So it's like, okay. Anyways, I looked and I got closer to it. They want $149.99. I was like, I can go online and buy it for like $79.99.
Yeah, they jack prices for those.
Or I'll just go buy a Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, you get a Raspberry Pi for about the same price.
Actually, you can get a Raspberry Pi for about cheaper.
There you go.
It's for about $60. That's the same price as you get a controller. You can be like a Raspberry Pi. But I was like, when I seen that, I was like, no thank you. I'm going to step away from this.
Yep. So, I didn't play the Call of Duty beta last weekend on the Xbox. So they had their new heist mode and shit like that, which I don't give two shits about. It's just like the kill confirm pretty much, but with money. So I filled out a survey talking about the beta. They are having hardcore mode. There is a hardcore mode on it because they talked about it in the fucking survey. I just want to bring that up. I'm excited now. They got a hardcore mode. Thank God.
Yeah, still have you download for that?
On both of them.
I was going to say, just keep it, because it turns, when the blackout mode comes, it changes into the blackout beta. Yeah. And I guess if you don't, here's something I found out, if you don't keep it and you delete it, re-download it now, because when the blackout beta comes around, it won't change for you, and you don't get put into the blackout beta.
Yeah. Your SOL.
So anyone waiting for the blackout beta, and they were like, I downloaded it, but blackout's not going, I'm just going to delete it. Re-download it now, and just leave it there.
Yep. So, and sometime in September. I'm guessing September. Just the fuck with Spider-Man. because everyone's gonna be playing with Spider-Man, and Blackout Mode's gonna be on top of it. It's gonna be like, ah, well, shit.
I'm gonna ignore it. I'll
exactly.
ignore it and continue playing Spider-Man.
Yep. And it sucks to be that because I would love to try out Blackout Mode, but if it comes out at the same time Spider-Man is, Spider-Man's got that beat.
Yep.
I can go play BR mode at any time. So,
but you see,
so
like I've reiterated so many times, I'm not a fan of BRs.
I'm not either. I'm curious about this one just because it's a Call of Duty BR, and the way that they're doing no one got him.
I know.
No one got him.
That was their fault. I mean, if you were a fan, would you be like, shit, yeah, I'm pledging 30?
Yep, I would have.
Especially after you've seen those, you'd be like, credit card.
But yeah, I mean, with it being a Blackout or a Black Ops call or a BR mode, I'm kind of curious just to see if it has the same type of movement, how they're gonna do it. I mean, I am curious about it, but we still don't even know how many people are going to be in it. Like, how big, we know the maps are huge, but we don't know how many people they're going to put in each team.
Watch.
Is it going to be 50? Is it going to be 25?
Yeah, watch. This could be 10.
Could be 10.
5v5.
Fucking.
Or 1v9,
Yeah.
All for all, actually, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, for how intense they said the maps are, it could be just 10 people.
And see, honestly, that'd be stupid if it was.
Yeah, no.
If it was 10 people,
I don't think they would.
because it's like a gigantic map, 10 people. Well, I might as well sit here and pick my nose because I'm not going to see anybody for hours.
Yep, and that's the thing is that if they're going to do it, then they need to at least 50 people, and we don't even know what the storm is or what the circle is, like what's coming in. They haven't announced any details of this.
I've seen the storm, the circle for Battlefield 5 VR.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's fire. It's a ring of fire that closes in.
I forgot they have a BR mode.
Yeah. Fortnite, or not Fortnite, but Battle Rights come with a BR mode.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that on Steam.
I was like, why? Now you just make me want to delete it?
Although we're still undefeated on that game.
Hey, that was just funny. It's like, hey, we figured this out. Although again, I think it helps a little bit that I'm good when it comes to tactical strike type games. So it's like, oh, well, let's go after this guy.
Yeah, that was a good one game. We're undefeated still. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Anyone that has a Steam account too, Revelations Online went to Steam for free too.
Yeah, I don't know if, since you didn't hear the last podcast.
I'm blanking all the news practically.
The last daily. It's been confirmed that Halo Infinite is the Halo 6.
I kind of figured that was going to happen. I mean... it's alright. I saw somewhere, it might not have been last week, might have been 2 weeks ago, that, this is still on Halo. The Netflix, or not Netflix, the HBO show that they're making for Halo.
Yeah.
Master Chief is the star of it. When they said he wasn't going to be. Oh, yeah, he's the star of it now.
Yeah, I know. It's because it was supposed to be... The original plan was it was supposed to take place 100 years after Master Chief's story.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to be in it. It was supposed to be the aftermath of everything.
Because the thing is, it's supposed to be 100 years after, but they were going to wait to release... They were going to wait to release it till 6, because if they released it first, then that means that you know what happens at the end of the Halo series after Master Chief.
Yeah.
Here's something that I didn't say in the last podcast because it just kind of dropped today. So when the new set of graphics cards come out for NVIDIA, they already said that all of their old graphics cards are going to drop by 75%. So I'm wondering, am I going to be able to be like, oh, I can get a 1080 for like $200?
Well, if it's 75%, then
although
the original
right now,
price might be like 700, 800.
I think it's 700 right now. NVIDIA, let's see. GTX 1080 Ti.
And actually, it'll make it easy.
$749.99.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if 75%, put it this way: if it's
And that's on Newegg.
if it's $1,000 and you go 75% off, you'd buy it for $250.
So $479.99. I can get it for $479.99 for $500 at Best Buy.
Yeah.
But thinking about that, I'm like, I can get it for like $200. So how amazing are these new ones going to be? If they're literally taking like 1080 Ti's and like, it's $200 now. And honestly, even if they are $200, I might still just get like a 1060 6 gig and be like, oh look, it's $120 now. Buy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think if all the crypto miners are gonna buy the shit out of that too as soon as it comes out.
That's the thing. That's why they're saying the old ones are gonna be 75% because everybody's gonna be selling their old cards to buy the new 2080 series.
That's one thing I like about AMD. You don't have all the crypto miners.
It's
mainly NVIDIA.
They do have some.
It's mainly NVIDIA though, but NVIDIA is the better brand out of the two. It's a more spendy brand too.
I know. The thing is I hate to say it, I know Landon's all excited and talked about his computer, right?
His Ryzen.
I hate to say it, but I think even if I got a 4770K, if I had actually you, Michael, if you wound up just getting a 1060, you could probably easily beat his Ryzen. Because don't you have an 8 core?
Yeah, but I need a new graphics card though. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If you got the 1060.
Yeah.
Even if you just got the plain old 1060 6 gig, you'd easily probably get way more frame rates than Landon does. And
I just need to upgrade my graphics is all I
and I bet you even if I got the 2600K and a 1060, I'd probably be like right there with Landon. Although, I have seen the new generation of Ryzen stuff, and I'm like, holy shit! But it's right up there in price with Nvidia, and I'm like, I thought AMD was supposed to be cheaper.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that we weren't even looking at shit like that, and the i7s and whatnot were actually better than some of the Ryzens.
Remember when we
were... Or
were...
CPUs and stuff.
Okay, anyone watching or anything, we were watching a lot of Linus Tech Tips. I watch him a lot. He's a good YouTube channel. I hope he doesn't come after me for saying his name. He probably won't.
Yeah.
But
he won't care. Any publicity is good publicity, really. So.
But what I was saying was we watched a lot of that, and he was talking about how even just the lower end, I think he was using like a 4770K?
Yeah.
Against at the time, the first gen Ryzen 3 and 5. And his 4770K was outperforming the then, at the time, newer generation of Ryzen 3 and 5. And I think the 7 was, like, at par with it.
Yeah, see, the iCore 7 also was better, way better in gaming. Like, it was more meant for gaming.
He said that, but in, like, streaming, he said that the Ryzen 3 and 5 was better.
Yep.
But... the thing is you can still stream on an Intel, you just gotta lose a little bit of performance. So like we were saying, if you were originally at 120 frames per second, you stream, you might now be at 110 or at 100 even. Yeah. You're not really gonna notice the difference. You're gonna just be like, all right, whatever, keep going. Yeah, if you had an AMD and did it, you might be at 120, and then you might be at 115, or still 120.
Really, all you need is something that runs 60 frames per second consistently, and then if you can multitask and still run 60 frames per second, you're doing good.
Well, see, even if you can't run 60 and you could run like 55, you're still good.
You're still good.
You won't notice.
You won't lag out and shit like that, so.
Yeah.
And it's those people that have a struggle getting, like right now, Matt, to say that you can barely get 60, but as soon as you start streaming, it drops you down to 20. Those are the people that need
Dude, I was checking my frame rate on just Fortnite, right? And I put my shit down low, like all the way to low, low, low. At the lowest setting, I was at 80 frames. I jumped into a game, I was at 35 frames a second.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just all your CPU. I mean, it has nothing to do with the graphics at that point, it's just your CPU.
Yeah, and I'm like, holy shit. Speaking of holy shit, I did not know that they have a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate limited edition. It will include a GameCube controller.
Oh, yeah, that got announced after the Direct that they did, like a day after the Direct.
I think it's
huge. They're gonna bring. So pretty much, it's literally just like GameCube controller.
Yep. The only thing is you gotta have the adapter which plugs into the dock. Now there's a problem. Now see, that's where a problem comes in. Is it's nice that they're making peripherals and that we can be like, okay, plug that in, but it goes into the dock. First of all, everyone wonders how is that even possible because the dock is really nothing.
This is a charger point at that point.
Now they're wondering, can you plug it into the dock but have the system in handheld mode, put it on a stand, and still play?
Nah. Nope.
Now, what they should do is instead of having the stupid dock, they should make it wireless, like their Pro controllers.
Yeah, that's the thing, is everyone wants wireless controllers. I prefer wired, but then
I prefer wired, but you got to take into account.
If you take it anywhere, you can't plug it into the Switch at that point. It has to be wireless at that point.
Like, in all honesty, I might play Smash Bros. Ultimate with a Pro controller.
Yeah, I don't need a game controller, but you do want... I couldn't imagine using the Joy-Cons for it.
No,
I couldn't hardly use the Wii.
Either.
I couldn't even use a Wii remote for fucking Brawl.
Yeah.
That was terrible. I had to use a fucking controller.
Yeah, and I'll be using a Pro controller because, to be honest, once I get my Switch and everything, I'll probably get the Pro controller and be using that a lot more than just the Joy-Cons with the grip, too. Because it's got a better feel. And two, again, like you were saying, portability-wise. Let's say Carrie and I are taking a trip somewhere, and I take it with me. I set it up in the hotel. I didn't grab the dock, even though you can. The dock's really light, and you can toss it in with you. Yeah. And you can hook it up to the TV if you want to at the hotel. But let's say you play in a handheld mode.
If they have the connectors.
Yeah. But if they're playing it in handheld mode, I could go, kickstand out and use the only way that I'd play with the actual Joy-Cons is if it's in handheld mode, and I'm like that. Yeah.
And that kickstand on the Switch is retarded. Sorry, anyone that likes it, but
it's bad.
Sit. Okay, so here's the back.
I know where it's at. I know how it is.
I know you. Anyone that doesn't have a Switch. So here's the back of the Switch, and on the very edge is the kickstand. And the kickstand only comes out like that much. Like, probably an inch. Sits out. So if you barely touch the Switch once in kickstand mode, it will topple over on one side because it's not centered. So I don't know what they were thinking when they made that design.
And also, people think when they like give it a push or whatnot, they're like, "Holy shit, I broke it!"
Yep.
When it's like, no, it's meant to come out like that.
Yep.
But
I thought I broke the kickstand a couple times because when it pops out, it goes pop really loud. It pops really loud.
But that's the other thing I was gonna say. That's really stupid.
Yeah.
They should have made it where it doesn't come out like that.
No. Yeah, you kind of have to force it out, and it pops when you do, so you think you break it every time.
Oh, look. You know how we were talking about graphics cards? I'm on Tech Radar, and it says NVIDIA versus AMD. Which should be your next graphics card?
Depends what kind of money you have.
Because everyone's saying, because, after all, I think AMD's in the PS4. Although I thought it was NVIDIA now.
But I thought it was NVIDIA. I know Switch went to NVIDIA.
Yeah, that time.
So. Let's say, if you have the money to fork out for a good card, NVIDIA. If you want a good card but want to pay cheap, AMD.
Yeah, it's like 10 to 20 CUDA cores less, but it's the thing about it though. Go ahead.
Just to say, but the thing about AMD graphic cards, they last 2 years. If you're lucky, they last about 2 years, and then they're outdated. They don't support the software after that. Like me, I had to search the dark web practically to find a fucking update driver for my fucking AMD driver. So I mean, they just don't support the older graphic cards. Nvidia, on the other hand, they will always support it. But again, you're paying top dollar for Nvidia.
But then again, you can still find drivers for an old Nvidia graphics card too. Yep. I tell people, I know this is a kind of a bad analogy because I bet you there's not too many people that ride motorcycles or whatnot. But here's the analogy: like Harley Davidson, right? You still see 50, 60-year-old Harley Davidsons riding down the roads. You don't see 50, 60-year-old Hondas riding down the road.
Nope.
And that's where I say the comparison. Nvidia is kind of like a Harley, where you could still use it, maybe not 50, 60 years, but you know what I mean? You could still use it like 5, 6, 7, even probably 10 years and still find the drivers for it.
Much longer than AMD.
Yeah. And I think AMD kind of does their same thing with kind of like Apple does. Like, I swear they purposely do some of the drivers for your graphics card to stop your old graphics card.
Well, my AMD, it's 4 years old and it's still going. But again, like I said, I had to search the dark web.
Mine is starting to go, but I get some hiccups in it. And I opened my case the other day and I was watching the fans on it. And one of my fans goes, spin, stop, then it goes, zzz, stop, then it goes, zzz, and it actually makes that sound, and then it starts spinning normal again, and I'm like, that's not right.
See, my fans are actually on a program, so on a different program, not hooked up to the graphics card, thank God.
But I'm just like, but then again, I thought maybe I was thermal throttling, so I checked my temperature. I'm not running that hot.
No. Unless you're playing a graphically demanding game on high settings, you're not going to be running that hot.
Dude, I was checking the stuff even like with all of the server and stuff like that, and I still wasn't thermal throttling.
No. Oh, another thing is, Matt, something that you got to pay attention to now, which you probably know, but I'm just going to say it anyways. Living in a hotter area of the state, your computers can get naturally hotter.
Yes.
So, like me, if I don't turn my AC on, or if my AC is not going, my alarm and my computer will start beeping at me because the fans have to go to max because it's just hotter. Running the game's hotter, and then the heat from the house. So it's like, oh, yeah, turn the AC on.
Yeah, see, but my CPU is what's really killing it. Like, my CPU is fucking running mad right now.
EMC.
I'm utilizing almost 80% just doing this.
It's not good. You can do all the cleaning you want, but you just need to get a new processor. Your processor is like an old grandpa.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
yeah. When I got that controller, the C3 one, the one thing I was praying when I got it all synced. I found another cord, by the way, and synced it up and found out it was the cord.
You said that earlier.
When I started it, I was like, please, I pray to God, no lights in this thing. Like, I was hoping it doesn't light up. It doesn't light up. And I was like, thank God. The only one that lights up is, of course, the bar.
The light bar?
The light bar. It's supposed to. Yeah. But I was like, please, no other lights in it, because you imagine sitting there playing that start. Ah!
Yeah. Oh, I can't. I don't forget those controllers.
I remember when, I think it was my mom was like, here, have these specialty Xbox Star Wars controllers. One was blue, one was red, and it's like bright. It's like, no!
Yeah, they're nice until you play them in the fucking dark. And then there's like, oh my God.
And they didn't have an off button. They had a low, medium, and high.
And low is bright. Low is like an LED bright.
And then I remember I got one for PS2, and at least it had an off button on it.
Yeah.
So it was like, click. I'm not. It's like, I remember my dad seeing me play it, and he goes, how come you never have it lit up? I go, it's too bright. I just have it off.
Yeah. And with these new controllers now, since they're all wired and shit, it fucking kills the battery having them.
Yeah. Yeah, I asked the guy when I traded in my silver controller what are they going to do. He goes, they'll probably try to fix it, but most likely they'll just probably part it out.
Refurbish or break it down, refurbish it with or use those parts to refurbish other controllers
Yeah.
so I can fix.
Speaking of, because I was curious, I did open the used one.
Yeah.
Because I thought maybe, because sometimes when you put the case back on, it could sit right on top of the reset button. I thought maybe that's what was happening with this one. It's a common mistake, when you just push it back together. So I undid it. It's a whole different fucking set of stuff. It's literally, like, I opened my silver controller and I opened that red controller, and they weren't identical at all. It was a whole different, like, board inside. And the way that the dongle sat on there, the L2 and R2 button sat on there, it literally was just like they clipped on instead of just had their own little slot that they slid in like on the silver controller. It was all completely different. And I was like, okay, I'm not messing with this, so I just put it back and was like, zip, 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 zip. But when I seen that, I was like, okay, they just must grab like old like parts, because I would look at that going, what the fuck? This is nothing new. Okay, I'm done.
Ah, shit.
So, as I still say to everybody, fuck GameStop.
So, what have you been playing, Matt?
Honestly,
nothing, because I haven't seen you on the PC at all, except for the daily.
nothing on my PC. Just been playing my phone mainly.
Oh, yeah.
Power Rangers Legacy Wars and Bluestone and whatnot. I was trying to play some Ni no Kuni 2, but because the freaking controller was like, spin the camera around, I'm like,
that's a bad game for that.
I can't do this.
No.
Then I was like, let's try Persona.
No.
No.
Yeah, if your camera analog stick goes out, game over. Unless that right stick doesn't control the camera, then you're in luck. But
yeah,
most games, that right stick.
The only game that would work on it because it didn't control the camera was Rayman Legends, because the right stick does nothing in that game. Yeah. But it's like, I've already played this and beat it with Carrie. I don't want to do it again. And I asked Carrie, because originally it was her controller, I asked her, do you want me to just get rid of it, or do you want me to keep it and try to, fix it? She's like, just get rid of it. She goes, get something out of it. I haven't told her that, it technically the controller cost me $2. $2 and some odd cents, but not really, because it was the warranty on it.
Yeah.
So like I said, I could take this and run it over with my car if I want to. Oh, speaking of car, do this real quick. Nice.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know such thing.
Speaking of car, on the first time yesterday when I went to GameStop the first time, I'm waiting at the stop sign, get ready to pull out of the mall to do my left turn, and I get rear-ended.
Well, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Is
Jeep
the other
is fine.
person alright?
Yeah, the Jeep's fine.
Okay, now I'm gonna laugh.
Okay. Yeah, because they hit me, right? And I thought at first, because I was kind of close, and I did back up just a little bit.
Yeah.
But I know it wasn't me, because when I backed up, I looked behind me, no car at all. So I backed up a little bit, because I was kind of out on an incline, so I backed up a little bit, no car. And I stopped, and I'm waiting, and I hear, whack! And I look behind me, and the car actually hit hard enough that it pushed them backwards.
Yep.
And I was like, shit, that had to have done some damage. Pulled off to the side. I'm like, I'm pulling over here. Lady kind of looked at me like, stunned, like it was my fault at first. And I was like,
of course. Well, that's why you gotta play it, because you can't, like, insurance companies even tell you this. You do not say it's your fault. You always try to push the blame on the other person pushes the blame on them, vice versa. And then you got the insurance companies battle out who's at fault.
Well, see, I didn't say it was my fault or anything. All I said was
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
That's the reason why she looked at you that way.
All I said was I'm pulling over here, and there's this little parking lot that's close by, right? That's literally a Sears parking. So I went ahead and pulled into there, and she goes in, pulls next to me, I jump out of the Jeep, and I wasn't pissed off. You know, I probably should have been, but
just depending.
First thing I asked was, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
And she said, "Yeah, I'm fine. Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm fine." Checked the back of my Jeep. Literally, only thing that was wrong was there's some gray paint from her vehicle that I walked over and went swipe, and it came off. And then I looked at her car, nothing wrong with there. And I was like, I'm not hurt. You're not hurt. The vehicles are hurt.
No damage.
No damage. Do you really? I go, you really want to get the insurance involved? She's like, no. I go, well, have a good night, and just left.
Have a good night. Yep. Best way to do it. Brit, something happened to my wife, I think a couple weeks ago, actually. You know, people in California like to ride people's asses. Well, she came to a stop at a stoplight. The person behind her didn't stop, smacked into her. They pulled off, and there was no damage done. And they didn't want to get the police or the insurance involved. And it's like, fuck it, you know. There's no damage, nothing like that. None of us hurt. You know, just be careful and just go on your way. Yep, shook hands and walked away. And involving insurance for small things like that is a pain in the ass.
It did kind of hurt my back, so my back still hurts from it. But I wasn't going to go anything after that. I think I was still more like in shock going.
Well, once the adrenaline kicks off,
yeah,
knocks out.
I was like, okay, I've been hit.
Yep.
And then I was like, thinking about it, and I'm like, fuck, they build these Jeeps tough.
Yeah.
Because if she hit me hard enough to push her backwards and me forward a little bit.
It's like when I got in my accident.
And
in Chevy Cruze.
And fucking, I was like, oh, there has to be damage. Like, literally, I'm like, my back end's probably fucked up. Her front's probably screwed up, whatnot. And I'm like, alright, pulling over here. Because I was in one other accident here.
Mm-hmm.
It was my fault, and I will admit it was my fault, because I looked down at my phone for a second, light turned green, and the guy took forever to move forward, but I moved forward.
And you stepped on it, yep.
I didn't step on it. I literally just let off my brake a little bit, so I was going like 3 miles an hour, and we went tink, like literally, our stuff went tink. And,
yeah, no, I do that all the time.
And the guy was like, pulls around. Guy pulls around. He's like, "What the fuck?" You know. Oh, he's on your phone. Blah blah blah. Just freaking out. And he's like, "How much money you got?" I was like, "Nothing." He's like, "Well, give me your insurance information." Okay. And there's literally no damage onto his car, although his car was a hunk of shit that he could have blamed any of the old dents on me.
Yeah.
But I was like,
yeah. He was just looking to get some cash.
Yeah, and he's like, my insurance will be calling you. He never called me.
No.
I don't think he had insurance.
No. He was just looking to make a quick buck. But yeah, it's like me when I got my accident, freaking, with a Chevy Cruze. I smashed the Toyota Corolla. Oh. I turned that car into an SUV. But there was hardly no damage to my car whatsoever. Except my airbags went off.
But you see, that wasn't your fault, was it?
No, but it got blamed on me. So what happened was that I was traveling behind somebody. We're doing 45 on a 60. This traffic, and he was paying attention to his phone. Zipped out of the way, avoided the person by millimeters. It says, "I'm going 45. That person in front of me is doing 0." Boom! I didn't have time to stop. I just smashed into him. So it really wasn't my fault. But the person that caused the accident booked it, and so they had to put blame on somebody because the cops were called. So I had to take the bite of that one.
That
I wish I had a dash cam. Yeah, the insurance paid for everything and whatnot, but I increased my insurance by $100.
You see, and that's the thing is, I'm about ready.
I wish I had a fucking dash cam.
And I'm about ready to invest in a dash cam too. I'm about ready to invest in not only just a dash cam, but a rear cam as well.
Yeah.
So that way, if somebody does run up and hit me, and they go, "It's your fault, it's your fault," I could be like,
You have the proof right there.
99.9% of them be like, "No harm," and try to get out of it now. And try to get out of it. Then I'd be like, "No, give me your insurance."
Yep. But yeah.
Now, if it was my fault, even if it was dash cam or rear cam, I'll even say on the camera, "Was my fault."
Oh.
I know you shouldn't, but I'm one of those
You
people
should just
that
let them.
I
let the
know,
insurance
but
follow.
I'm one of those people that I'll still be like, "It's my fault."
Well, that's the thing I was saying is like I didn't tell the authorities it was my. I had a passenger with me because I was doing Lyft. I was like, dude, this sucks. I'm gonna get this blamed on me. And she's like, it's not your fault. I'm like, technically it's not my fault, but I rear-ended her, which legally my fault. Unless they make it a non-avoidable accident, which they could have, but assholes didn't.
You know what sucks though? I hate, no matter if it's your fault or not, at all, if it's your fault or not, if somebody, like, that guy that I hit was also backing up a bit as well. So I think he was trying to do it on purpose, to be honest.
Well,
And it doesn't matter that even if it was my fault or not, even if he would have just backed up and hit me, it would have been my fault. Because I don't know if it's the same in California, but here in Washington, if you get rear-ended, if I back up into somebody or they actually full-on hit me, if their front end hits my back end, it's their fault.
Yep, and that's the same thing here. It's like I can be going down and this guy could be riding my ass, and I'd be like, you know what? I need a new vehicle. Fucking slam on my brakes for no reason. Have that person smash into me. It's their fault because they're riding too close.
Yep.
So.
And that's the thing is, it's like, that's why, like, when you see me drive, and I guarantee I piss people off behind me, because when I drive, first of all, I'll do the speed limit, right, in town here, and, like, there'll be literally, like, a pretty big gap that you can fit two other cars in front of me, and I do it for the reason of, there's been a few times where I've been riding with Carrie around here, and there's people have tried to slam on their brakes on purpose, so, because she's got a newer car. So, like, she's got a newer car, slam on the brakes, she hits me.
Yep.
Which I think that's dumb. That's why I always tell her, when we're at stoplights, I'm always like, you should stop a little farther behind, because what if this person decides to be an asshole? I mean, she still parks pretty far enough away where she doesn't have to worry, like, whatnot. But if the person decided to be an asshole, go reverse and slowly back out and go crunch. Oh, it's Carrie's fault.
That's the thing too. It's like here, you don't have to worry.
Unless you have a dash cam.
Yep, and like here, you don't have to worry about the people reversing out the stoplights too much. It's about so your light turns green and you start going through. Bam! It's people running the fucking stoplights here that you have to worry about. People just don't care. They'll try to run stoplights. It could have been red for 3 seconds and they'll fucking just bomb through it and just T-bone you. They just don't care.
Yeah, that's the same
that's
here.
That's the shitty thing here.
That's the same here. Like, I get a lot of people that honk at me because, first of all, they're usually either one trying to ride my ass or something. But they honk at me because the light will turn yellow and I'll start slowing down and actually stop.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. And one guy was like, "You could have made that light." I was like, "Thank you."
Yeah, I could have made that light, but that means I had a potential of running that light because that means I had to speed up to make the light, and that's technically illegal.
I could, speed up to get the, to catch the light, and what if, like, I'm halfway through, and it turns red, and the other people turn green?
Well, it's not that fast, but yeah, it's still. And if there's a camera up there, guess we get the ticket. Not him. You.
Oh, most of our stuff is photo enforced. It literally says
photo enforced. So Orville, we have lights on we have cameras on all of our lights, but none of them work.
See, with ours here in Washington, they're a little more lenient. So, like, let's say, because there's 2 of them right by my work, right?
Yeah.
Like, right before I go to pull into the work parking lot. If, like, let's say I'm going and I just am, like, an inch over that white line, right, and it slashes a picture, you don't even see a ticket for it because most of the precinct or whatnot just goes delete. He's literally just like an inch over.
Yeah, I mean...
Because what they'll do is they'll watch that small video feed right before the picture flash and be like, he didn't do it on purpose, he's slowing down.
Yeah. And a lot of times, like, our cameras, none of them are active. But if we start getting non-stop accidents, like 2 or 3 accidents in a month in that same spot because someone's running a red light, then they'll activate the cameras.
You should just have it activated all the time.
Right. It's too much work for our police officers down here. We got lazy cops.
No, we got lazy cops here.
So, yeah, we want on kind of a tangent with... On a tangent with vehicles and insurance, but hey, whatever. It's real life. And there's not... Oh, I've been gone from the gaming news world, and so... I don't know what's going on.
Lots of stuff.
In the gaming news, so apparently.
You missed quite a bit. I went through quite a bit. Although, I didn't do, and I even said in the podcast, I even was like, guys, I'm not doing the Fortnite update, patch updates, patch notes, because I was like, you can just read download yourself.
I think I was there for that one.
I know
that was the one I was on.
Yeah, I was going to say, I said I'm not going to do it because, first of all, you can see it from just starting the game, and 2, it's leaked everywhere anyways by now, so it's like, there's no point.
Yeah, you were doing late shows. You were doing like 6 o'clock shows.
I had to because I got off work around then, so it's like, oh, well, might as well do it real quick, bust it out, and then, then I get something else, then I can get time to play a game or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been thinking about going through some of my Steam games and playing that, but I'm like, what do I want to play? Then I look and go, well, there's, like, I was thinking about doing Hunt, but then I'm like, oh, not by myself. And then I was like, well, I could play Titan's Quest again, but then I was like, God, that got boring really quickly.
Yeah, I did.
And then I was like, well, I could always do The Witcher, but how many times have I played The Witcher 1? About 20 now?
Still a good game. Still a good game.
Yeah, I didn't say it's not.
So I updated my Humble Bundle, got my, I paid for the September month. I thought you can switch any game out for Shadow of the Tomb Raider or whatever it is coming out. Or Rise of the Tomb Raider. It's not Shadow, it's Rise of the Tomb Raider. Yeah. So you don't get to just switch a game out. It's either you get Rise of the Tomb Raider and that's it, or you get the other 3 games and that's it. You don't get to choose like which one you want to take out.
So did you do research and go, which one is better? No,
I was just like, I'm gonna take the 3 games over the 1. So yeah, I have already got Tales of, but I got Rise on the fucking...
Orwell, free for a limited time. That's a game that's free for a limited time right now.
Yeah, it's been free for like the last couple days.
But, let's see.
I'm too lazy to go down and get the code. Straxel, Sniper Elite 4, and Tales of Berseria.
And I'm not looking forward to it to start coming out, because they'll give me Tales of Berseria, and I'm like, but I already played it and beat it.
Yeah, those 3 games come out to...
To what?
Those 3 games come out to $129.
Sniper Elite 4, I'm not looking forward to it.
It's got good ratings. I don't know about it. I played the free demo of it. So Straxel is a Minecraft meets
Harvest Moon.
No, Harvest Moon or what's the other one? Stardew Valley.
Oh, yeah. But like, okay, so if those 3 games equaled what?
Those 3 games equal $129.
So that must mean that the others are not gonna be that great.
It's gonna be indies. I'm not expecting any AAA games. I'm expecting about $80 to $100 worth of indie games.
But then again, you gotta realize you are gonna get 3 games. But then I thought, well, you could always just get that one Rise of the Tomb Raider. But I think you can honestly buy Rise of the Tomb Raider for like pretty cheap now.
Yeah, the Rise of Tomb Raider 2, though. You gotta think you're gonna trade in $129 worth of games for a $20 game or $30 game. And you're still getting the same indie games as if you did with the other 3 games.
Right.
So it's really not worth the money. Plus, I'm not a big Tomb Raider fan.
I am.
I've got the original Tomb Raider on Steam that came out the first one of the new revamped of the series Tomb Raider. I got that on Steam. And I got Rise.
Yeah, I still want to buy. I still want to buy Wild Arms 3. Yeah, 3 for $15 on PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Because I thought that'd be a game that'd be nice to stream.
Yeah, I just don't know how it aged. That's my only thing.
It's not bad. I was watching a YouTuber stream it earlier, and he got it on PS4.
Okay.
That's why I was getting it, and I was like, this doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, like I said, it was pretty cartoony back then. Fine for PS3, but
PS2.
as Adamant
Came out on
PS2,
PS2.
yes. Yeah, that game's old.
Yeah. We're old.
Right.
If anyone doesn't know, 27 years ago, Rugrats came out, or 26 years ago, excuse me.
And then you got 15 years ago, I think it was 15 years ago, Are You Afraid of the Dark? I think that's what it was.
Yeah, let me see. When did Are You Afraid of the Dark air? Dude!
It's like 15 years or something like that.
No, it's older than that. The first air date was October 31st, 1990.
I thought Rugrats was older than it.
I don't think so. When did Rugrats air? August 11th, 1991.
Are You Afraid of the Dark is still one of my favorite shows. Well, it was. I know it doesn't age well. I know this.
I tried. Karen and I tried. I still, honestly, there was a couple episodes that I did watch. She thought that were dumb, and I still thought they were pretty good. I mean, it can't be that bad. It's still got an 8.3 out of 10 on IMDb and an 8.7 out of 10 on TV.com.
Yeah, I mean, they are older. It's just old things don't always age well. Like Rugrats, they probably, if they didn't revamp it, I know they brought Nickelodeon back. Like the old school Nickelodeon cartoons back.
Dude, I just remembered you don't know this. So I have to tell you. Fuck, I did not know it lasted that long.
It lasted a long time, dude. It was like one of the
2006.
Because it went to Nick at Night.
Yeah. Anyways.
That's what made it survive.
Anyways, so here's something to let you know. Rugrats is making a comeback. It's getting re-aired, and they're also gonna have a semi-live action movie.
I knew they were gonna have a semi-live action movie. Yeah, I'm not sure how they feel about that. I mean, if they're gonna come back to remaster, I think that's the reason why they brought back the old Rugrats into Nickelodeon. Because I think they're bringing all the old Nickelodeon cartoons back.
They're doing well. See, what started this is they're having a movie. They're having a TV movie that's coming out here soon of Rocko's Modern Life. It's a movie that if it does well, they're gonna make another series of it. And what it is this is how it starts. It's now Rocko in 2018 because he's been stuck in space for 30 years. With Heifer, Spunky, and Filbert, the turtle. They've been stuck in space for 30 years, and they just now landed, and now they're in 2018.
That poor show. It's a good show, but it got banned so fast.
You know what else got banned was Invader Zim.
And it's coming back for a movie.
Supposedly.
Another show that's really good that not many people thought it was good until later on, but Doug.
Doug was good. Doug was good until they moved to Disney. Until Disney acquired it. And then Disney changed everything around.
Doug and Patty and...
Patty Mayonnaise and Skeeter and Roger Klotz.
Yep. Oh, man. Good old shows.
Our childhood. We're old.
Yeah, you're almost 30 and fuck.
Yeah, I know. I'm almost 30.
Fuck.
turning 28 this year.
You already turned 28.
I was like, cartoons turning 28 this year.
I don't even want to know.
I don't either, really, but here we go. Oh, I should say Nick cartoons, shouldn't I? Just to specify.
I wasn't into Disney until fucking like.
I was into Cartoon Network mostly.
Yeah. Ed, Ed, and Eddie, and fucking.
Nick.
Can't remember.
Yeah, Ed, and Eddie. Shit,
What was the
Codename Kids Next Door?
There's that. Dexter. I think
Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah, there we go. What other ones are on Cartoon Network?
There's a lot that I know. Honestly, I think we watched Nick more than we did that. I think it was.
Oh yeah, I was a huge Nick fan.
Well, yeah, you had most of the Rugrats movies on VHS.
Yeah, actually, I still have them
in
a box behind me.
Ugly orange container.
That was Rugrats' first movie. That was a good movie for its time. That was really good art style for its time.
Hey, it's on Netflix now, and I still like. Hey, this is good.
Yeah, I didn't like the second movie where Chucky is looking for his mom.
Yeah,
they go to Paris and stuff.
That was sad. It was sad when they found Remember when I tagged you in that, and it was like, well, let me tell you about your mom, and it was like...
Yeah, no, that was like one of the saddest moments of fucking...
I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, there's too many.
Anything good?
Oh, there's too many. I know another one. I don't know if it's turning 28, but I know another one that was good that a lot of people... probably weren't liking it. Kablam.
I like Kablam.
I liked Kablam.
The comic style. There's only a few of them I like though.
I liked Action League.
Yeah, I was gonna say Action League was a good one.
I think that was the only one. Oh, and I liked the original first cast of All That.
It took me a while to get into all that, but the one with Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, that's the first cast.
Yeah, Amanda Bynes and Keenan and Kel. I can't remember the heavier set woman. Can't remember her name.
I don't remember either, but
she was hella funny after a while. Then what was that game show that Nick had too that had all of them in it?
Well, they had multiple game shows. They had
it was like
Temple. They had Gas. They had it's
where the people come on and they have a talent and panelists have to guess what their talent is that they had, but they get special clues that come out. One person gets slimed every round.
Oh yeah, I don't remember that one.
Figure It Out, is that what it's called?
I think it was Figure It Out, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So with Summer was the.
Let's see. Yeah. Here's some old '90s shows. Ready? Doug, Rugrats, The Ren and Stimpy Show, Rocky's Modern Life.
I forgot about Ren and Stimpy.
Cat Dog.
Forgot about Cat Dog too.
Real Monsters.
It took me a while to get into that one.
Hey Arnold.
I love that show.
Kablam.
Of course, we just talked about it.
The Angry Beavers.
It's another show that I got banned.
Oh yeah, cartoons. The Wild Thornberries.
Wild
Rocket Power.
Yeah, I forgot about Rocket Power too.
Pelswick, I've never seen that one. Pelswick. Invader Zim, Action League Now, Chalk Zone. Then,
sounds familiar, I don't remember that one.
Then these ones are starting to go into like the 2000s and whatnot. Chalk Zone, you know, the theme song was Rudy's got the chalk zone. He had the magic chalk that he could go into Chalk Zone and stuff. Then there's
it sounds familiar.
Then there's All Grown Up.
That was it. That was the Rugrats one.
Yep.
Yeah, no. The movie or the episode going into it was alright, but then they made it into a full series.
When they did the movie, it wasn't bad. I was like, oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then they did, let's see here.
A full series out of it. Yeah. And I was like, ugh.
And then Danny Phantom.
I like that show.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. And then I already said My Life as a Teenage Robot. Cat Scratch, The X's, Mr. Meaty, Wayside. Okay, these ones I haven't heard of.
Yeah, it's like this. I don't know. Where's our fairy godparents and?
I already said
fucking-
Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, I didn't hear
Ugh. And then here's some live actions ones. Okay, Are You Afraid of the Dark? The Troop, never heard of it.
you. Never
Brain
done.
Surgeon, never heard of it. Big Time Rush, never heard of it. Super Ninjas, never heard of it. Power Rangers Samurai, this is like I said, like the 2000s. Like
2000s, yeah.
And then of course, our favorite, Drake and Josh.
Took me a while to get into that one too, but once you got into it, I was like, holy shit.
Well, once you started connecting, it was like, wait, Josh is more like Matt.
Yeah.
And then Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
I think I saw a few of those.
Then Bucket and Skitter's Epic Adventure, never seen that one. Power Rangers Mega Force, The Thundermans. Okay, this is all the new shit that's gay now. I'm not even going to mention these because it's like, really? I'll figure it out. I think it was right. Yeah, it first aired July 7th, 1997 to July 12th, 1999.
Yeah, as I said, it didn't go for.
Yeah. And then there's the Animaniacs. Pinky
Those
and
are
the
older than
Brain.
90s, though.
Yeah.
Pinky and the Brain, I believe, is older than 92,
Yeah,
though.
it's 2002 and 2003. But this is Nickelodeon because they acquired these. Because remember, these were originally on Kids WB.
Yeah, so Animaniacs, I thought were in the 80s. Early, or like late 80s.
No.
Oh.
Then there's But Ugly Martians. You're on Nickelodeon, Charlie Brown. Tiny Toon Adventures, Yickety Yak, Cornell and Bernie. What?
Fucking Tiny Toons. Tiny Toons can go away, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God.
I like my just original Bugs Bunny and Looney Tune shit.
Yep.
I didn't need Tiny Toons with it. And Marvin the Martian's still the best Looney Tune, so.
I agree with you there.
Yep.
And then my second favorite has to be Yosemite Sam.
Yep.
You ragged friggin' varmint!
Oh, shit. So you guys, we don't just talk about gaming.
Yeah, I mean, in the last episode, I talked a little bit about anime that I was watching.
Yeah. I think this is the way we did it last time too, though, when I was drinking.
Yeah, I've been getting into watching One Punch Man.
Everyone's been telling me they get in.
You need
watch
to
it.
get into it. It's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious, dude. It's so hilarious on some of the stuff. Like, I'm gonna give you it's kind of.
I think I watched the first episode.
It's kind of a spoiler, but it's not, right? It's just a funny part that happened in one of the episodes. Was he gets hit, knocked into the ground, right? And his head's sticking out. And this guy's all talking to him about, how he's gonna end him and blah blah blah. And Saitama, which is One Punch Man, goes, the thing about the ground is it's supposed to keep you cool, but it's also nice and cozy in here. He's just like not caring. The guy's threatening him with his life. Like this giant tiger guy, like he's got his claws pointing to his eyes, saying, "I'm gonna gouge him out" and stuff. And he's just like, whatever. And Saitama's like, all right, enough of this. Literally just stands up and walks out of the hole, and they're like, what? Like, what's going on?
Oh shit.
And he's like, okay, ready? And goes to hit the guy, and literally explodes one guy in one hit, and this like weasel thing starts crawling underground to get away from him. And all you see, because the guy's getting away, he goes, oh, I'm almost away. Saitama's like, found you! He went underground, and like all you can see is now he's face to face underground with the weasel. And the weasel's like, what? I'm like, oh my god, this show. Well, the first episode, he's naked and he's like slaps his bug creature. And they're like, why is he naked? I don't know. Maybe it's a fighting tech thing. They're like, maybe clothes hinders him from being so fast. No, he was just like being annoyed because he was trying to take a shower. And they were annoying him, so he's like, knock it off. Whack! And I'm like, okay, this is just hilarious. So yeah, you should really watch it. It's pretty funny. Like, I've had quite a few good laughs on it. Speaking of alcohol, I should have went and got my mics and been like, crack, glug.
I made my drink a little strong.
Yeah.
It's a little strong.
That's nothing new for you. Well, we're an hour and 35
I gotta break myself in because next weekend I won't, guys. I'm gonna be out in the cabin, away from technology, destroying my liver. So
he might, if he has good enough signal, hop on his phone.
It will be loud and noisy if that is the case.
But that's fine.
Yeah.
So. And it'd be like, Grand Tour! Everyone's drunk!
Yeah.
But that way
yeah, we'll have more there.
Oh yeah.
More and his fiance.
Is he coming to visit or something?
He's going to visit Josh, and we're all heading out. Instead of going to the 10-year anniversary or 10-year reunion bullshit of high school, we're all just going out to the cabin.
Why wasn't I invited?
Because this isn't like an official thing. This is just what's happening.
Why wasn't I invited? I went to school with you guys.
But yeah, this is Moore and Josh are getting. I'm not sure if Josh is. I know Moore's gonna get stoned out of his fucking mind probably. I'm gonna get drunk. Britt back here is probably going to make sure everyone's.
Oh, not for me. Oh yes, it is. Hold on. All right, everyone. Well,
yeah, it's just. You guys know the drill.
Yeah.
If you guys liked our content today, and you actually can still hear me with the dogs, go to patreon.com/gamingnerds and pledge us that $1 to support us so we can get better equipment. So that would be really cool.
All right,
and
everyone.
if you can't, pledge that $1,
shut up.
At least what you guys can do is go to our videos on YouTube, like, subscribe, do all that jazz. If you're on Apple Podcasts or any kind of podcast service that you're listening to this at, just go and rate, subscribe, rate, comment, do all that fun jazz. That helps us out just as much as that $1 does. So, so I'm going to let Matt end this off. And, yeah, keep on gaming.
Keep on gaming.